And we live. All right, welcome to the channel, guys. I hope you're having a very beautiful day. As the title of the video says, today I'll be going over different stocks that I plan watching for this upcoming week. Maybe for possible swing trades or maybe even long-term trades if the prices are right. And I'm saying we all like to buy when prices are low, right? And I am one of them. All right, I like to buy when prices are low too. All right, so enough with the chit chat. Let's jump in. Let's look at the different stocks that have their earnings report coming out this week. So in this column over here are stocks that have their earnings report coming out before market, and then in this column are companies that have their earnings report coming out after market, and these are for the different days. All right. We'll start taking a look at some of these companies. I'm not going to go over all of them, but then before doing that, if you want to find all the information over here of companies that have their earnings report coming out in each week, you can find that on investing.com. All right, there's their earnings calendar. They have that updated each week, and then you can find that on investing.com. All right. So before looking at any of these companies, let's look at the overall market. Okay. So over here, right now we're set to the weekly chart. Let me change that to the daily chart. So the daily chart, on the daily, you can see that we're still continuing the upward trend from last week. Last week's video, I think I said that we might be going downwards, and then this cycle, I said there was a high probability we might be going downwards since this trend seems to be suppressing the price, and then it seems that this cycle was going to repeat itself, right? But then we've actually broken out of this trend. It's time for me to update my chart. But then we've broken out of this trend, and then we seems to be going up. This is kind of bullish. Have we set a new record? No, we've not set a new price record yet. So, all right, that's still bullish. We'll have to see what happens on Monday. Hopefully, we keep going up. That would look good for everybody. I mean, that would look good for my portfolio. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so that's the overall market. Overall market is still looking bullish. It's still above the 50-day moving average. So that's always good. All right, so let's take a look at some of these companies. Let me take a look at Uber. All right, let me change the symbol. All right, let's look at Uber. All right, this is the daily chart for Uber. Uber is currently trading after the 50-day moving average. That is bullish. But then the last day, which was the last Friday of last week, it did take an L, and then that's a red candle right there. All right, Uber has not been, since IPO back in when? May? Back in May, it has been struggling to go above the 50-day moving average. So this is actually pretty good. This is actually pretty bullish. But then, this is actually pretty bullish. So we'll have to see what happens for Uber this is when it has the earnings report coming out after market on Monday. We'll have to see how it trades during the morning. If it shoots up, then we know the bullish trend is going to continue. All right, so that's for Uber. Let's take a look at another company. Let's take a look at Adidas. Change symbol. Adidas. Okay, so here's the one daily chart for Adidas. Adidas seems to be trading sideways now. Yeah, the 50-day moving average is also looking sideways, but then it's still, the 200-day still shows positive movement. So nothing bearish yet. But then this is the daily chart for Adidas. It's still above the 50-day moving average, so that's good. I think it's probably going to continue its upward movement also. We'll have to wait and see what happens on Wednesday. All right, so that's Adidas chart. Let's take a look at Disney chart. I currently hold some positions in Disney, so hopefully this will also be helpful for me. All right. Oh boy, Disney's actually been doing pretty bad. All right. So Disney seems to be in a downward trend, as you can see from this point to that point. But then it it looks like it was almost about to touch its 200-day moving average, but it did not. It got close to touching, but did not. The RSI also looks like it looks like it's bouncing back actually, but then it did take some L over here. But we'll see how it plays out. The earnings report doesn't come out until Thursday, but then it's looking bullish. But it's still below the 50-day moving average. So this might be a good time for me to grab some Disney, some more of Disney stocks, since I already have some of them. Because the prices are pretty low right now, still below the 50-day moving average. That's when you want to get in. You know what I'm saying? All right. So those are three of the three different companies. The chart analysis for three different companies. I will not be looking at all of these. Maybe next time I might go through a little bit more. But then at the moment, this is it. All right. So if you like the content, if you like the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know of any companies that you would like me to look at. All right. Get in the comment section. Put in the different company. Put in the name of different companies that you like me to look at. All right. So that's it for me, guys. I'm out. Skirt.